Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This time I'll be showing off the game's two-player competition mode. This mode consists of 5 unique zones, and it is, obviously as the name would imply, a head-to-head race mode against 2 players on the same console. Now, I of course will be playing alone, so I'll be using the time attack, but let me just quickly go over the other 2 modes here. So you have Grand Prix mode, which lets you play through all 5 zones, one after the other, and you go for the best time across all 5 zones. There's also Match Race, which lets you pick which zone you want to play, and just race on individually. In Competition mode, you also have a few unique items to the game that let you affect your opponent and help you out, like any racing game would. But, like I said, I'll be doing Time Attack mode, just because I'm playing alone here. Now, you can pick from any of the 3 playable characters in the main game here. You've got Sonic, who is the fastest, Tails, who can fly but is a little slower, and Knuckles, who is, I think, even slower, but he also has, might just be his acceleration really, but he has the ability to turn on a dime essentially, and doesn't lose traction like the other 2 characters. He does not have his signature glide and climb abilities, surprisingly, probably because they weren't introduced when Sonic 3 was created. So I'll be starting out as Sonic here. I'll probably go through all 3 characters just to kind of show them off, but Sonic's is probably best for Azure Lake, the first of the 5 zones. So it's kind of wait for the countdown, charge up or spin, and go. Now, as you can tell, this game renders a little differently than the main game. Its sprites are designed for half-screen functionality as opposed to full screen. So obviously the second player's screen is going to be unmoving. I'll see if I can do something about that in post. So yeah, so it's a little weird to look at in single-player mode. Now, most of the stages have gimmicks to them. This switch here, for example, raises a blockade, I believe, up here, but you can't really tell because I've only got the 1 player. I might quickly show off some footage of that, add it on later, perhaps, just so you can kind of see what it does. But yeah, the objective is to do 5 laps of each zone. Now, I said earlier there was items. Each stage has a specific item spot. This stage's item spot is right around here. They'll be kind of floating in the air and you want to collect them as you go off the ramp there. But obviously in time trial mode that does not happen. So we'll just kind of move on to the next zone here. So yeah, after the end of each stage you can see your total time and see how well you did. So for Balloon Park, I'm actually going to pick Tails, and you'll see why once we get into it. But this is a very vertical zone, which complements his flying ability quite nicely. So you have to get through here first. The items in this stage are right here at these bumpers, so you want to watch out for those. Now, normally you would hit these balloons, and just kind of bounce your way up here, like this. But with Tails... Oops, gotta get through there again. Oh, come on. You can just fly. And you can even just touch the balloons on the way up so your opponent can't reach you. So it's a pretty good strategy, actually. Something I definitely took advantage of back in the day. You can also get speed boost off of the balloons to fly even faster, but I find it's still easier to fly than just bounce up like you normally would. Simply because you have a little more control of your ascent. Here I am spouting all this strategy in a mode that's probably the least play of any 2-player Sonic mode ever. There's like no content to this mode. I'd say the one in Sonic 2 is like way better than this, even though it only has 4 actual zones. Chrome Gadget, I guess I'll show off Knuckles here, because it's got this, whoops. Yeah, so you have to wait for the countdown. And if you don't, you can annoy all your friends. It's great, really. But yeah, it has this zigzag zone area here, so use that to Knuckles' traction to get through that quickly. So as you can see, the switch there raises that little bumper and block. It'll actually switch directions every lap. And, oh, come on. There we go. lets you affect your opponent once you push it out. So yeah, because I pushed it in one way, it's now flipped around the opposite. So I'm going to see if I can hit the switch again to flip it back the other way, because I don't need that annoyance. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah, so you can see it flops back after it goes out. Now, you actually have to watch out for the flashing bit on that platform there. It can kill you, which doesn't do anything. It's just a bit of a time sink. Oops, and then I hit the switch again. But yeah, it'll just kill you and reset your lap. So, bit of a time waste when playing a high-speed competition like this. Now for Desert Palace, I'm going to go back to Sonic, and I'll probably end it off with Sonic as well. Don't do that again. Cool thing is you can actually do negative laps. Well, it doesn't go into negative, but you can just go backwards as much as you want, even before the timer goes off. So that switch there will raise that spring, which will obviously slow down your opponent if they hit it. So the big loop here, the trick is to just kind of jump off just as you reach the top. That way you get the speed boost and don't have to do the rest of the loop either, which is a little slower in my opinion. But yeah, as you can see, Sonic's like really great for this. You just kind of hold right, jump a couple of times, and you're done. Oops, messed that one up, darn. There we go. Alright, time for the last zone, and probably my favorite of all the zones. This one doesn't have any gimmicks either, just these rocks that you have to jump and break. That's about it. I'd say it's a little longer than all the other zones as well. Maybe Desert Palace could be longer, I don't know. They're probably about the same. But yeah, this is actually it. Well, actually, there is one more mode we can do before I end this off here, and I'll show it after I finish this last lap here. There we go. Alright, so just give me a sec, and I'll be right back with the final portion of this video. Alright, welcome back. So, this is another mode in Sonic 3, well, Sonic 3 and Knuckles technically. Due to the Sonic & Knuckles cart's lock-on technology, you can actually put a number of different games on top of it, and they'll all do different things. If you put a copy of Sonic 2, for example, you'll get to play as Knuckles in Sonic 2. But if you put a copy of Sonic 1, you'll get this mode. And this is the Blue Sphere mode of the game. So you can actually put in just about any code you want, and each level is completely different. So yeah, there's actually like 12. I don't know how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 99 billion stages, if I'm counting this right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Million, yeah, 99 billion stages you can pick from. Each code is different. There's on the online you can actually get lists of various codes to try and see what kind of stages you can get. You can get lists for all of the official Emerald stages, of course. But I'm just going to show off a couple of these because there's not really a whole lot to it. Let's see. Should be able to play. There we go. So yeah, you can just kind of see what it gives you. They're not all randomly generated. Well, I don't know if random's the right word. They're all seeded based on the code you input. So they are all different, but yeah, you have basically an endless amount of stages. So we'll just kind of play one of them and see where it goes, because it's quite different than anything you might have seen during the main playthrough. I've never even played this stage. That's just how many stages there are. let's just kind of see where this one is. Oh, it's speeding up now. Well, shoot, where are the rest of these? Did I go this way? It's emerald collecting all over again, I guess. Okay, there's some rings there I didn't collect, but do I need those? Oh, can I go this way? Oh, shoot. There we go. Let's see if that was a shortcut. Was that worth my time? Not really, because I just went back here. Oh, here we go. Never mind. Oh, this is an interesting little portion. Alright, let's see if we can solve this. This is probably it, I would imagine. Oh, 8 more. Okay. Where would they be? I think I actually saw a glimpse of a blue sphere somewhere else, but I'm not sure where. Let's see if it's over here, perhaps. This is a very interesting looking stage. Oh, here it is. Nice. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, if you really like the mode, you can play endless amounts of blue sphere stages. All you want. And it'll just keep track of how many you've played with the level counter up there. But yeah, that's about it, actually. So thanks everyone for watching this Sonic 3 LP. And I will see you all next time for my next series. If you've watched to the end of both Connections and Sonic LP, you might have an idea of what I might be playing. But I'm going to leave it a secret for now, and maybe, perhaps you'll find out next week what exactly I have in mind. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see everyone in the next video.